As the first light breaks through the mist, the Nilgiri hills wake slowly, wrapped in a soft, silvery fog. The air is crisp, cool enough to see your own breath, and scented faintly with eucalyptus and damp earth. Birds chirp gently in the distance, while tea estates roll out like green velvet beneath the drifting clouds. You hear the distant whistle of the heritage toy train echoing through the valleys like a song from another time. The streets are quiet, with only a few local vendors setting up their stalls, and the occasional clink of tea glasses as someone pours steaming chai in a roadside shop. The town feels paused, caught between sleep and daydream. Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 2. So, before we start, let's start my bike. That was a perfect cold start. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the drone view. It's a very beautiful morning here. So I'm headed to Pine Forest now, the first place. After that, maybe so. Which was that place? Okay, I forgot. I'll update you when I'm vlogging. Then after the second place, I am headed towards Kunur. Some beautiful places to cover in Kunur. Yeah, see you guys there. Have a great morning.
Okay, it's 7:23 and I'm off to Pine Forest. It opens at 8 o'clock. The Google Maps is saying that it will take 23 minutes for me to reach there. So I should reach there 10 minutes before it opens. Ooty during mornings is even more colder. I didn't expect Ooty to be this cold. I had not brought any winter clothes since Bangalore was too sunny. I didn't expect Ooty to be too cold. But I was wrong. I had to buy this pullover yesterday just to beat the cold. The sun on one side, the cool breeze hitting me, and the empty roads. It's the perfect blend for an early morning ride. So, yep, we have reached the Pine Forest.
The Pine Forest in Ooty isn't just a location, it's a feeling. A cathedral of trees where silence speaks louder than words and the light tells stories through the mist. It's where the soul breathes slower and the world fades away.
The Pine Forest was beautiful. Even the lake, that lake was serene. Today is Saturday, so you can see the crowd here. Ooty in the mornings and in the evenings are very cold, and during this time of the day it's we are out of Ooty now and headed towards Kannur. We're going downhill now. Ah, the size of the road. It feels like it's going to rain now. Good that I have my rain jacket with me. I was thinking I'll not get it, but just in case I decided to bring it with me, and it was a good decision. Wellington Cantonment Defence Service Staff College, the Madras Regimental Center. Okay, Madras Regimental Center. I'm not aware of what this is. Okay, this looks like a training ground for them. Look at this road. It's the main way. Wow. The weather here doesn't feel like it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Wow. Each and every house here, it's an art of its own. It's not like Bangalore where everything is just like a matchbox nowadays. Like they don't have any architecture, it's just the number of floors. Wow. Did you see the entrance to that home? It had to go down. To climb down. For this you have to climb up. Will this live up to my expectation? And yes. Wow. So beautiful. Wow. This is awesome. Look at this.
Imagine endless waves of green rolling over the gentle slopes. You don't need to imagine, you're already watching it. Every inch neatly covered with the lush tea bushes. From a distance, it looks like the hills are wearing a velvety green coat, textured with narrow footpaths, zigzagging like veins. The tea leaves glisten with morning dew, and and as the breeze pushes through, the entire estate space like a quiet ocean. Amidst the rows, we'll often spot women in bright saris, gracefully plucking the freshest leaves, their baskets slowly filling up, a living rhythm of tradition. Kunur's tea estates are more than just plantations. They are living poems, where the hill wear emerald patterns and the wind carries stories brewed over generations. With every step we walk through the heritage, calm, and the quiet magic of Nilgiris.
Wow. Look at the bison. Look at the bison there. I don't know where it came from, but it's humongous. Wow. Did you see how it climbed up? Huh. Wow. I had not expected that bison to climb that high platform. It just jumped all of a sudden. Very powerful beings. Wow. Tomorrow is the last day. I'm going to be staying in Ooty. So tomorrow I'll be leaving. Today is the last night. So it's hard to get back home and get back to the same old routine. It's hard to leave this place. I'm sure everyone feels that after their trip, but that's okay. We still have one more day left. We'll not cry as of now. We'll cry tomorrow. The place that I'm going to go next is Cocoa Pods. It cannot happen that you're in Ooty and you're not trying the Ooty's hot chocolate. We should have a cup of hot chocolate when you're in Ooty. So that is why my next stop would be Cocoa Pods. I have heard a lot about it. That's the best place to have hot chocolate in Ooty. So let's try that out. So this is how weekend in Ooty looks like. So much traffic. But at least it's a moving traffic. Not like stagnant traffic in Bangalore. Cocoa Pods. You must try the hot chocolate from Cocoa Pods. Hot chocolate with marshmallow. My suggestion is, even if you love chocolate so much, don't go for a large cup of hot chocolate. Go for a mini. Because the hot chocolate here is so concentrated and so thick, you will be satisfied with a mini cup. It's like too much is too bad, So if you just want to enjoy the hot coffee, go with a mini cup. I swear you won't regret it. With that, I also had a kunafa chocolate. That was also very, very good. The kunafa chocolate is a bit big. I was not able to finish it completely. It was 280 per piece, so I had to pack it, and I'm taking it with me. To balance out all that chocolate and sweetness, I ordered a French fries. So Coco Pots is a must visit for you guys if you ever come to Ooty. So guys, this is the end of day 2. I'm very close to I reached Hosteler, where I'll be staying. So see you tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Okay. Good night. Take care. See you tomorrow.